Hello guys and welcome. My name is Nick O'Leary and this week we are looking at the Mercedes-Benz GLA, more specifically the new Mercedes-Benz GLA launched this year in 2020. Now just a quick recap, back in 2014 the GLA launched into the Mercedes-Benz range. As you know, it's based on the A-Class, hence the GLA part, and it is basically the same size as an A-Class. It's just bumped up a bit, a little bit higher, so you've got that extra height, so it's easy to get in and out of. Since its launch back in 2014, it has had a facelift, and this is the facelifted model. However, I'd love to bring everyone's attention to the new Mercedes-Benz GLA 2020. It is slightly bigger, but I think it's quite important to touch on the dimensions of the GLA first. So guys, if we start with the dimensions of the GLA that launched back in 2014. So the length of this one is 4.41 meters, the width is 2.02 meters, and the height is 1.49. So what's the new one like? So the new GLA is longer, but not by much in the slightest. If you grab a paper clip, that is how much longer the new GLA is. But not lengthways, widthways. It's only 7mm longer, which actually now means it is the shortest Mercedes-Benz that you can buy in terms of length. So it should be really easy to park in car parking spaces. And the width is only 2mm. So the very end, the actual wire of the paperclip, is just two of those little thin wires, just 2mm. Now, if you're ever lucky enough to see the two GLAs side by side, the new one looks massively bigger. But as I said, length and width are barely measurable on that paperclip. The bit where it's bigger is in the height, which basically means you have more cabin space on the inside, giving it that kind of spacious feel. Now, of course, before I forget, boot size. Now, the new one, quite easily, is 14 litres bigger than the old boot. But I would like to bring your attention to the opening of the GLA. This is now completely flat, so it should actually make loading even easier than before, because the previous GLA had a big lip, as you can see here. Now, as I just mentioned, the new GLA does feature that added height on the cabin on the inside, but it also features movable rear seats for ultimate practicality. Now, in terms of engines, there are actually 2 new diesel engines on the GLA, 5 new petrol engines, and on top of that as well, there's also a fully fledged plug-in hybrid. Now, I'm not going to cover the hybrid in this video. Just last week I did a video on the A250e, which actually features the same hybrid technology that's in the GLA. So if you wanted to know more about how a hybrid works, kilowatts, power, charge times, that kind of thing, click on the pop-out banner, it will take you straight to that one. Now, in terms of trim levels on the GLA, they are very similar. They have Sport and AMG line. Now, keeping things extremely simple, the difference between the two is that the Sport has 18-inch wheels and AMG line has 19-inch wheels. But on AMG line, there are also some added extras such as AMG body styling, privacy glass, red stitching on the inside, and even a flat bottom steering wheel. So basically just adds that more sportier look to the outside. AMG line also features an off-road engineering package if you opt for the 4MATIC version of the Mercedes-Benz GLA. 4MATIC is basically the four-wheel drive system, and on the GLA it works by turning the front wheels most of the time, but just in case it loses any traction or anything like that, say it's wet or say maybe icy or snowy, or it's really raining quite hard, it'll put the power to the back wheels as and when necessary. It does this to save on fuel. Now, in terms of technology and equipment on the new GLA, they do come with lots of things as standard, but as you can see in this one, it has a few extras. The extras are on packages called Executive, Premium and Premium Plus. These basically incorporate things such as wireless charging on smartphones, parking sensors, ambient lighting, bigger media displays, electric seats, or even a sunroof. Now, because these packages can vary from country to country, it's best to check with your local Mercedes-Benz dealer or in the e-brochure on the website to find out which one is suited to you. The only other package that you can add to the new GLA is a thing called the Driving Assistance Package. The Driving Assistance Package can take steps to warn you of danger or even if necessary, protect you just in case of emergency. And of course then, after you've chosen the engine, the trim and the package for the GLA, you then get on to the colours themselves. Now the colours available are white, silver, red, black, blue and grey in the UK, and obviously this might differ from country to country, so again, just best to check with your local Mercedes. There we go guys, that concludes today's video on the new Mercedes-Benz GLA. A very short one just to cover the basics of what's new, but most importantly it is that awesome interior which has been brought up to the same standard as the A-Class, B-Class and GLB, with that awesome widescreen cockpit. Now of course, if you liked what you saw, do hit that like button down below and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this every week on Friday at 4 o'clock. Until next time, we'll see you then.